Here is a step-by-step guide to the rituals on each day. Day 1. Intent and ihram. The very first rite of Hajj is to make a pure intention, and to enter ihram, a pilgrim's sacred state, when crossing the boundaries of Mecca, called miqat. Entering ihram entails wearing plain garments, two unstitched pieces of cloth for men, or loose-fitting clothing for women, as well as following certain rules, such as not giving in to anger or engaging in sexual activity. Pilgrims then perform tawaf, which means circling the Kaaba in an anti-clockwise direction 7 times, and sa'i, which refers to running between the Safa and Marwa hills. Mina, the 10th city. After that, the pilgrims travel by foot on pilgrim paths or take a bus for the 8 kilometers. 5-mile journey to Mina, a 10th city just outside of Mecca. The pilgrims spend the day in Mina, setting out the next morning at dawn. Most of the time in Mina is spent in prayer, supplications and remembering Allah. Day 2. A day on Arafat. The day of Arafat is considered one of the most important days, not just of Hajj, but of the Islamic calendar. After making the 15 kilometers 9-mile journey from Mina, pilgrims spend the day at Mount Mercy in reverent prayer. This is known as wuquf, the act of standing before Allah from noon to sunset. The site is particularly revered as the place where the Prophet Muhammad delivered his last sermon. Around the world, many Muslims choose to fast on this day. Heading to Muzdalifah after sunset, it is time to move again. This time to Muzdalifah, 11 kilometers 7-mile trip, where the pilgrims will spend the night under the stars. Many also begin collecting 49 pebbles here for the next day's rites, for which they will depart again just before sunrise. Day 3. Nah and stoning the devil Rami. The 10th of Dhul Hijjah is Eid al-Adha, a day celebrated by Muslims around the world as the greater of the 2 Muslim holidays. Leaving Muzdalifah, the pilgrims arrive back in Mina before dawn to perform the first Rami, throwing 7 pebbles at the largest of 3 columns known as Jamarat al-Aqaba. Muslim pilgrims should also sacrifice an animal known as nah. Either a camel or lamb is suitable, and the meat should be distributed to the needy. Pilgrims can either buy sacrifice coupons, vouchers, which state that the sacrifice has been made on their behalf, or perform their own sacrifice. Day 4 and 5. The act of throwing stones is repeated for the next 2 days, pelting the 3 pillars using 7 pebbles each in order by starting with Jamarat al-Ula, the small pillar, then Jamarat al-Wasta the second, middle pillar, and finally Jamarat al-Aqaba the third, large pillar. Day 6. Halq or taksir upon completion of Rami. The 12th day of Dhul Hijjah, the men shave their heads, halq, or trim their hair taksir. Women can trim their hair by the length of a fingertip. The farewell tawaf. After that, the pilgrims can remove their ihram clothes. Many will then proceed to Mecca to perform tawaf and sa'i again. When that has been done, they return to their campsite in Mina, marking the completion of Hajj. Many pilgrims also visit Medina, the second holiest city in Islam, before heading home. Medina is not part of the pilgrimage, but is regarded as the site where Prophet Muhammad is buried along with his closest companions.